Hi guys, this is part 2 for What If Naruto was OP and neglected. Sorry if I sound pretty tired right now, it's because, well, I am. I woke up at like 2 a.m. last night and then stayed up until I had to go to school, and then I'm recording this at around 6, and I just finished with homework, so now I'm just recording this. And yeah, most people said they actually wanted Naruto to have a tail. I'm gonna ask again in the comments, just comment uh if you want him to have a tail or if you don't want him to have a tail. Whichever I see commented the most, I'll do. So just one more time, and then yeah. Also, yeah, and some people wanted to date or wanted Naruto to date Ru, who is the what's the name? I think the seven tail Jinchuriki, if I'm correct. I know she's a Jinchuriki, but I just don't know um like which one? Or no, wait, I forgot. I think, oh my god, her name's Fu or Ru. I just remember it was like two letters. And then somebody else wanted them today, Shion, which is, I'm pretty sure, a princess, from one of the Naruto movies, and that they wanted to have like a baby at one point. Like, I don't know. I haven't really watched the movie. I'll watch it if I choose for her. It depends which one will be easier to write a story with and would make more sense. And I think whichever one, for it to mainly make sense, I honestly think I should make Naruto go rogue at one point. Um, yeah. So I think I might make him go rogue. Just leave it in the comments if you guys want me to, if you just want me to have him stay in the village. And should I bring Sasuke with him? Should I leave Sasuke? Should I have Sasuke like fight him and try to make him stay or something? Something dramatic like that. If so, but if you guys do want me to, it's not until like more later on, until like at least after the what is it called, the tuning exams. So yeah, and I was planning on starting two new what ifs. One of them's gonna be a Naruto. One of them's gonna be a My Hero Academia. I already have like them kind of set up. Like the Naruto will be what if Naruto went back in time. It's gonna be pretty different from all the other ones, and one of them's gonna be what if Deku was a Super Saiyan or was a Saiyan or part Saiyan. And so yeah, if you guys also have any other ideas for what ifs, just leave them in the comments. Alright, so let's get right into the video. So I left off with all three of them going home uh, after Kakashi giving them like an explanation on not to eat, but Naruto can sense lies because he's technically a perfect Jinchuriki, and would tell him that it's okay to eat. And Naruto would use the copy of the scroll that he made, and would learn the flying Raijin. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the move Minato uses with his kunai from the Flying Thunder God technique, I think. And I'm not sure if I said he learned this in another video, but I'm just saying that he learns it for sure right here. And he also masters the Rasengan, which then he tries to add chakra natures. He can't do it 100% yet, but he's testing them out. And yeah. So when they all get there, they all have energy because they actually ate, unlike in canon. But Sakura still gets pretty mad at Kakashi when he shows up like an hour or two late. And Naruto, he's pretty smart. Like, he is really smart at this point because of Ashura. He's taught him so many things, so many battle strategies, and he's pretty sure he knows the idea of the test and like what the point is. And by the way, he can also access KCM 1 and 2, but Mema cannot. He can access like the chakra cloak that Naruto uses whenever he's in rage mode. I'm gonna say for now, Mema can only control up to like the Four Tails cloak. And yeah, while Naruto can use KCM 1 and 2 at this point. KCM 2, not a whole bunch, because I want him to be pretty OP, but not like at the point where he can just take on anybody. I want him to like, have kind of a setting point. And yeah. So Naruto explains to them what to do, and they come up with a little plan of Sasuke's or Naruto's going to send a shadow clone with an explosion bomb to Kakashi that's going to explode, and I'll explain it as it goes. So then Kakashi says start, and they all go in different directions. And then Naruto makes a shadow clone and sends it towards Kakashi. This has a paper bomb on it, and so he gets close enough to the point where like it won't really hurt Kakashi. It might like slow him down a bit, but it will mainly make smoke all around him. And with this, Sasuke would appear on the back of Kakashi, and Naruto would appear in front, and they would both start using taijutsu. By the way, I'm limiting Naruto in this because I'm gonna say that Naruto doesn't want to really hurt Kakashi or hurt one of his teammates by accident, so he's gonna barely be trying and just be trying enough to pass with teamwork. So that's why Naruto would seem kind of like just above average enough to keep up with Kakashi, and why he wouldn't like right away, boom, take the bells, like because he would honestly just be able to like right away just boom take the bells. But yeah, and then once they get there, Sakura would come into the left side of, or technically the right side of Kakashi, and would throw 3 kunais. 2 of them would almost hit the bells, and like all of them would almost hit the bells, but not quite hit it. One is Naruto's kunai that he uses just like Minato, and then what would happen is Kakashi would jump up into the air to dodge the kunai, and then all of a sudden Naruto would teleport right to where the kunai is, slash the bells, take them, and Kakashi wouldn't be able to react like quick enough. Like he would still have to fight Sasuke and Naruto at the same time, so he'd kind of be distracted, and his bells would just be cut off. And then at first he wouldn't even notice, but then Naruto would whistle and say, "Looking for these, Kakashi-sensei?" and would give one to Sasuke and one to Sakura, and Kakashi would say, "You pass," and give him that thumbs up from in canon where he like kind of like leans back and goes forward and gives him a thumbs up, and would explain give him the famous quote of the shinobi world, and those who abandon their teammates are more than or are worse than scum. Classic quote. And yeah, so they would pass like right away, and then from there they would start doing D-rank missions like how they did in canon, and including the cat, all those until Sasuke, even Sakura and Naruto would kind of get bored of D-rank missions, and Naruto would want more of a challenge, something more entertaining towards them, and so he would ask Kakashi. He wouldn't go straight to the Hokage because the Hokage is the 4th, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't accept it if Naruto came. So he asked Kakashi to go for him and all that, which Kakashi agrees that they think they can handle a higher mission, and Kakashi would go up to Minato and ask him for a higher ranked mission, and all of them, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would all be with him, and what's it called? How should I say this? Yeah, Minato agrees and gives him the Tasuna. Sorry, I cannot pronounce words right now. I'm really sleepy. Like my eyes are shutting, like starting to shut as I like talk and record this. So if I stutter a lot, I'm really sorry. I'll try to, try not to stutter so much, so it doesn't kind of annoy you guys. But yeah, and Minato would tell Naruto in like a sarcastic voice, because again, Minato, he somewhat realizes that he's made a mistake, but he still doesn't really get it, and still like mean towards Naruto and doesn't really like him, and tells Naruto, you better not drag down the rest of your teammates on this mission. And Naruto would just give like a grin, like a half grin, like just like huh, and he wouldn't really respond to Minato. He doesn't really care about Minato at this point. He doesn't consider him as a father. He doesn't anything. He's just some random shinobi. He's basically just the Hokage to him. That's it. And they would all meet Tasuna, and Tasuna, like, he's a little drunk. I'm pretty sure he wasn't canon. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, and would still make fun of Naruto, even though Naruto's a lot taller. Or not a lot taller. He'd be like around Sasuke's tallness, because I remember he's a lot shorter than all of them. And he's a lot more buffer, but you can't really see because of his jacket. He kind of just looks normal, I guess. But yeah, Tasuna still makes fun of him, and what's called. But this time, what's called when Tasuna says that, Naruto like would like run and be right behind Tasuna and say, "So you still think we are weak, or still think I'm weak?" And Tasuna would feel something cold like right on his neck, which would be one of Naruto's kunais. And after that, Tasuna would just basically just be quiet and shut up. And that's how they would start the mission. And right when they leave the village, Naruto can already sense I'm pretty sure they're brothers, if I'm right. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, the two ninjas that they encounter in the water puddle, or the puddle, and yeah, they would encounter them, or he would sense them like a while back, and while nobody noticed that he made a shadow clone to replace him, while the real Naruto went ahead of the group, and they basically waited. He basically waited ahead to attack the brothers when they tried ambushing him, because he can already sense like the malice, or like the intent, I guess you can say, of what they wanted to do. And so because of this, right when they pop up, one would just immediately die, and Kakashi would see this and look to his right to see, like, all of a sudden Naruto just like how should I say this, like kind of pinning the other brother to the ground, and the brother would be screaming because he would see that the other ninja or brother would be dead on the ground, bleeding out, and it was called Kakashi sees this and realizes that Naruto actually saw, like, sense all the ninjas before even he did, like a while ago. And he looks back and realizes that he made a shadow clone as well. Like, the Naruto that they're walking with was just a shadow clone. And then right when he notices that, the shadow clone of Naruto just disappears. And, okay. And yeah, they would kind of question the ninja, and he would confess about how Tazuna has, like, kind of a bounty to kill him by, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I'm not really good with names, and even in real life, I'm just not really good with them. So if I forget a few, I'm sorry. Yeah. And at first, Kakashi would want to go back to the village and would expose Tashina as saying that this is actually a B rank mission. But then Naruto would speak up and say, if I can take 2 higher class ninjas just by myself, I'm pretty sure we'll be safe from any stronger ninjas. And they'll start walking ahead, and mist would like start surrounding them, and Naruto would just kind of like spin spin and move around fast, and the mist would just go away. And actually, never mind. Let me backtrack that. Um. And then as soon as the mist covers all of them, he can sense like something flying right towards them, and he can see that it's a sword. It's through the mist. He can still see pretty well. And also tell me if you guys want me to give him like a dojutsu of his own, or like the Sharingan or something like that somehow. And yeah, Kakashi would tell everybody to duck, and everybody would except for Naruto. And Kakashi would see this and like get scared because he doesn't want one of his students to die, and so he would try pulling Naruto down before he can even pull him down. Naruto just grabs the sword with one arm and just like tosses it up in the air and holds it and go, "This is a nice toy." And then to this, all of them would be shocked that he can even carry such like a heavy weapon. And it was called. That's when I really forgot his name. Zabuza. There you go. I had to look at my script for that. And that's when Zabuza would like appear, And he would honestly be shocked that such a little kid can actually carry the sword with ease. And Naruto would actually throw it back at him and say, "I don't want this anymore. You can have it back. I have a better one of my own." And I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna give Naruto like a kunai, and like a sword. Oh my god, I'm really brain farting on a lot of things today. I'm really sorry about that. Like, what's the sword called? Like, let me think. Like the thin metal swords that, dang, what are they called? I completely forgot. Sorry. I'm really sorry. And so, uh, Naruto would just kind of like appear in front of Zabuza and just use a whole bunch of taijutsu, almost killing him. And that's when Haku comes in, and like Zabuza had like no chance. He couldn't even fight back quick enough. And Haku would come in and knock him out with those little needle things. And what's called? He'll explain that he's part of the Anbu and blah 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 blah. But Naruto wouldn't really buy it. He can tell he's lying. He can sense the hatred and malice coming from Haku. That's like directly towards Naruto. But Naruto wouldn't really care at all. He would just kind of like just go, "Who cares? I'm just gonna let them go." And he doesn't really tell Kakashi about that at all. And what's called? Even though Kakashi like says all of its energy because he didn't have to use the Sharingan, Tazuna still asked them if they want to stay at his house because they helped him, do all that. And they would agree. And once they get there, since Kakashi isn't drained from energy, he automatically just starts training them. And Sasuke and Sakura would learn water and tree walking, and they catch on pretty quickly because they've trained a lot, so they're pretty good with chakra control. And Naruto would already not do all that for a while now, and yeah, they'll just start training. And Naruto, like kind of in canon, he would just go off in his zone and go and train. And yeah, they're just for the remainder of time until the whole Zabuza and the bridge thing happens. They'll just mainly be training, and Naruto would just be in the woods most of the time. But for now, I think that's where I'm going to leave off this video. I'm sorry that it's pretty short. I'm sorry. It's like going to be around 20 minutes, probably like 19 minutes. So yeah. And I was wondering, do you guys also want me to give him like a summoning, like a unique summoning only he gets, and like a specific sage mode that he gets? I was thinking of something like a giant fox summoning or white fox summoning, and like a fox sage mode, and or something along the lines, like something unique specifically for him. And so yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for names or powers or like stuff like that, just comment them, and I'll be uploading pretty soon. I don't know 100% when, because again my sleep schedule is kind of weird right now, and I just don't know when I'm gonna wake up, when I'm gonna do that. On the weekends I should upload relatively early, and I might even record 2 on the weekends. I'm not sure yet how that's gonna work, because on the weekends I have a lot of free time. But other than that, I think I'm gonna end off the video here for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, part 3 and a few other ones are coming out pretty soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that, and peace.